An MP was dragged out of parliament for demanding accountability about political appointments. That's got to be troubling. That's got to be troubling. If you have not been following the story, let me bring you up to speed. There was a list that was circulating about appointments to SETA boards by the Minister of Higher Education. On that list were prominent names in the ANC, and two of those names trace back to the Minister of Minerals and Energy and the chairperson of the ANC, Gwede Mantashe. One of the people mentioned was his son, Buyambo Mantashe, and the other, his advisor, Gwebinkundla Konde. Mr. Konde was actually a director in the Higher Education Ministry briefly, and he was dismissed by Blade Nzimande due to allegations of financial mismanagement and procurement irregularities. So this list and these appointments drew different type of raised eyebrows, and legitimately so. A son of the ANC chairperson and an advisor of the ANC chairperson being appointed by another minister to be in critical positions in these SETAs. This was something that was being raised as an issue of concern. And as you can see, the Member of Parliament, Sihle Lonzi, took the Director General to task and tried to get clarity on these appointments, right? So if you're not familiar with SETAs and what their role is, South Africa has 21 sector education and training authorities, or SETAs. These are public entities which are mandated to facilitate skills development in specific economic sectors, from manufacturing and mining to tourism and health. Their job is to manage and disperse funding for learnerships, internships, and training programs. That's a serious, serious job, right? And once you hear manage and disperse funding, you know that there's going to be controversy, there's going to be drama, there's going to be krinkum crankrum, higi haga, right? So if you've ever applied for a government-funded internship or artisan training program, chances are that it was actually funded by a SETA. In 2023, SETAs administered roughly 15 billion in skills development levies. That's state power. And more crucially, its influence over the future of millions of unemployed youths. We'll talk about that a little bit later. 15 billion is not small change. In the wrong hands, that money can end up in the hands of the hosh-wash fathers who are looking for conquer queens with yellow thighs, hosh karimaimas, kari uli China. Hey, those men have a disproportionate relationship with hosh karimaimas, the men who get their hands on tenders. You see the hosh karimaimas posting on Instagram, buying Range Rovers, living good life there. Hey, the things you see. So it's state power, and more crucially, its influence over the future of employment in South Africa for young people who are desperate to get out of poverty, help their families realize their dream, and help their families change their lives.